We'll begin our tour just in from the entrance, in the Canaan section on the right. Nearly all the way to the wall is actor Harold J. Stone. While never a leading man, he was a staple on film and TV in the 60s and 70s. He had roles in films like Spartacus and The Chapman Report, which earned him a Golden Globe nomination. He made guest appearances on nearly all the popular TV shows of the era, including The Untouchables, Bonanza, and The Twilight Zone. Turning left onto Covenant Way, we find the Maimonides section on the left. North of a waste bin, we find the grave of Harry Wilson. He was an actor, proudly self-proclaimed as Hollywood's ugliest man. He parlayed his distinctive mug into roles on film and television, often as henchmen or thugs. He can be seen in films like Some Like It Hot, 1 Million BC, and Frankenstein's Daughter. Earlier in his career, he also served as Wallace Beery's stand-in. Let's head back to Mount Sinai Drive and the Canaan section. Several spaces up from the road is the grave of Helen Forrest. She was the girl singer of several of the popular big bands of the swing era, including Artie Shaw, Benny Goodman, and Harry James bands.
You made me love you. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. You made me want you. And all the time you knew it. I guess you always knew it.
As of filming, her marker is still temporary. Continuing around this road, we find the Garden of Shamat on the left. Let's head into this garden. North of the first wall, right near a tree, is the grave of Lee J. Cobb. He was one of Hollywood's great character actors, often playing burly, intimidating characters. He can be seen in The Exorcist, On the Waterfront, and 12 Angry Men.
What's the matter with you guys? You all know he's guilty. He's got to burn. You're letting him slip through our fingers.
Slip through our fingers? Are you his executioner?
I'm one of them.
Perhaps you'd like to pull the switch.
For this kid, you bet I would.
I feel sorry for you. What it must feel like to want to pull the switch. Ever since you walked into this room, you've been acting like a self-appointed public avenger. You want to see this boy die because you personally want it, not because of the facts.
He was nominated for 2 Oscars in his career for On the Waterfront and The Brothers Karamazov. He could also be seen on stage as Willie Loman in Death of a Salesman. Across the street to the south are the Gardens of Heritage. Let's head past the Heritage Mosaic to the west. On this small line in the corner, we find legendary comedian Phil Silvers. He was known as the King of Chutzpah, and is perhaps best remembered for his role as Sergeant Bilko in the popular 50s TV comedy The Phil Silvers Show. The role earned him an Emmy.
Look out! The Phil Silvers Show. You'll never get rich. Starring Phil Silvers.
He could also be seen on Broadway in shows like Top Banana and A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum, both of which earned him a Tony Award. On the wall of niches to the left, we find Norman Fell. He is perhaps best remembered as Mr. Roper on the 70s sitcom Three's Company, and the spin-off, The Ropers. The role earned him a Golden Globe.
Come and dance on our floor.
Come and dance on our floor.
Take a step that is new.
Take a step that is new.
We've a love of